I'm 5 years older than Jiangye, so when he turned 28, I was 33. He once told me that age would never be a problem between us, but later he said to his childhood friend, for some reason, the moment Suhe passed 30, she began to feel a little dirty to me. After that, he found himself a lover, someone who looked 3 parts like me. He gave his love to me and his lust to her, convinced the arrangement was flawless, until I slid the divorce papers across the table and said with a smile, the great thing about falling in love with and marrying an older woman is that she can afford to play the game, and she can afford to lose. Sometimes a woman's intuition is almost clairvoyant. Jiangye was in the shower when his phone rang, a local number, no caller ID. I picked up. Hello, who is this? The other end stayed silent for a few seconds, then hung up. In that brief stillness we reached an unspoken understanding. The caller knew who I was, and I knew something was wrong. I unlocked his phone, keyed in the number, and found her in his social apps. Anime profile picture, girlish and cute, nickname Little Peach, no contact remark, chat muted. Their conversation window was almost empty, only one unread line. I miss you. My heart lurched. My hand went weak around the phone. I opened her moments. The cover photo was of herself. Twin buns, pouty lips, youth spilling off the screen. Undeniably pretty. I snapped a picture with my own phone and kept scrolling. One post stopped me cold. For transfers, I only take 199, not a yuan more. Below was a screenshot of her chat with Jiangye, his alias for her set to Princess's Keeper. She demanded, where's my 199? Jiangye sent 20,000. She rejected it. I said 199. He replied with a string of ellipses, and still sent the 199. She, know what 199 means? I want to be with you long term. I photographed everything, expressionless, then opened his payment history. Transfers between them stretched on and on. 50,000 at the start of every month, 3 months running. 10,000s, thousands, hundreds. 199, 520, 1314. I documented every one. The whole time I stayed calm. When I exited, I even remembered to mark the chat unread again. What's wrong? Spacing out. Jiangye emerged from the bathroom, toweling his hair. I looked up. He wore only a towel, broad shoulders, narrow waist, 8 neat squares of muscle. People envied me. With a body like that, unless he's murdering someone, what can't you forgive? Besides, he's devoted to you. I too had believed he was devoted, until tonight. Someone called while you were in the shower, didn't speak, then hung up. Maybe check. Probably spam. Ignore it. He took the phone casually, tossed the towel into the hamper, grabbed his cigarettes. I'll smoke on the balcony, because I hate the smell. He always smoked outside, but he wasn't going out just for a cigarette. A minute later he walked back in, already changing clothes. Babe, I have to run, emergency. Don't wait up. What happened? Haiji's machine is acting up again. Worked fine during testing, but on his end it's all flicker and crash. I need to look at it. Might crash at his place if it's late. Director Zhou going with you? Yep. So detailed, so plausible. Time, place, witness. I nodded. Drive safe. He left in a hurry. I stared at our wedding photo on the wall for a long time. Why would Jiangye cheat? The girl's face, their money trail, her moments, they flickered through my mind until suddenly something clicked. Fumbling for my phone, I realized I had seen her before. Half a year ago Jiangye was taken to the police station for fighting. I bailed him out. He had only a scraped cheekbone, but his eyes were vicious. His whole body coiled with violence. He'd beaten the other man senseless, clearly meant to do real damage. The guy was screaming for apologies and compensation. Jiangye only sneered. If I hadn't held him back, he would have lunged again. After we settled everything and turned to leave, a girl in a work uniform rushed up. Sir, thank you so much. If you hadn't stepped in today, I don't know what would have happened. Really, thank you. I glanced at Jiangye. His face was dark with impatience. Find another job, he snapped. The girl looked miserable. If I had any choice, he cut her off, even more irritably. Not my problem. Do what you like. That day Jiang Yuan was with me. As the girl was brushed aside and Jiangye strode away, Yuan tugged my sleeve. Don't you think she looks 3 parts like you? I laughed it off but still glanced back, and now the memory snapped into the photo I'd just seen. It was her. Jiangye stayed out all night. He came back the next evening, with my favorite spicy stir-fry. Queued forever for this. Eat first, I'm grabbing a shower. Sure. The moment the bathroom door clicked shut, I took the spare key and the takeout box down to the garage. The car had been washed spotless. The passenger seat was set to my usual position. Nothing looked off, but that wasn't what I was after. I pulled the dashcam's memory card and scrolled from yesterday to today. Jiangye drove to a university south of the city. He called her, 2 words, come down. She bounced into the passenger seat. Sound of kissing. Heavy breathing. You didn't touch that old woman, did you? Shut up. Tell me, did you? His voice was thick with lust. What do you think? She gloated. All of you is mine. Don't beg for mercy later. The speedometer climbed. He couldn't get there fast enough. Near campus, the car stopped. The feed went black. Next clip, 10 the following morning. Only Jiangye. I sat rigid in the driver's seat, muscles so tight they hurt. As I reached to stop the playback, a ringtone cut through. Zhou-Yichin, Jiangye's best friend. Where are you? You're late. On the way. D. You're never late. Don't tell me you dropped by your little peach again. Jiangye gave a non-committal grunt. Zhou sighed. Seriously, this is getting regular. Thought you were just fooling around. How'd it turn long-term? Weren't you crazy in love with Suhe? Why cheat? The question seemed to stump Jiangye. After a long pause, he said, Suhe is 33, so, I don't know why, but once she passed 30 she started to feel dirty. How long had it been since Jiangye touched me? I lit a cigarette and counted back 6 months, give or take. Back then my workload had exploded. Chasing a promotion, I pulled all-nighters, came home wrecked, wanting only sleep. The first time Jiangye tried to kiss me and I pushed him away. Not tonight, too tired. He let it go, even felt sorry for me. The second time he sulked but swallowed it. The third time he stormed out. I found him in a bar later and, wrapping my arms around his neck, let him kiss me hard. It was rough, painful. He noticed and stopped halfway. That night he turned his back on me. First time he hadn't pulled me close. Next morning he blamed himself. I was too pushy. Don't overthink it. When your project ends, we'll take a trip. I thought the problem was solved. He was still good to me, even if he no longer spooned me at night, even if we hadn't had sex in half a year. But now he says I'm dirty. That word, every time it resurfaces, ice crawls over my skin. My cigarette trembled between my fingers. Ash fell and burned, but the sting was nothing next to that word. Jiangye called to ask where I was. Why wasn't I home? I just took the trash out. Be right up. He said. I'll sleep first. When I came upstairs he was already asleep, curled on the far left edge, leaving me most of the bed. I didn't lie down. I sat on the edge all night, staring at his back. I met him when he was 18, fresh admit to the city's university. The rebellious boy had filled in the application behind his parents' backs. On acceptance day he simply took off. Nothing but a backpack. His older brother worried and asked me to pick him up at the station. He's broke. Dorms aren't open. Let him crash at your place for a bit. Brat's a handful. If he pisses you off, just smack him. I thought Jiang Heng was nuts. No way I'd let a teenage boy move in. I'd already started house hunting for him, but when I reached the station he was crouched under a tree hugging his bag like an abandoned puppy. He followed me home obediently and before I could break the news, tugged my sleeve and begged, "Big sis, I'm really good. I'll cook and clean, just don't kick me out." I laughed, but he did cook every day, even picked me up from work on his scooter. My quiet flat suddenly had life. Commutes felt less frantic. We shared a roof for a month. I bought him bedding and saw him off to campus. At first I thought that was the end of it, but he told me later he'd chosen that university for me. He'd seen me once at 16, he said. From that day every dream led back to me. When he was still a boy, this man laid his blazing sincerity at my feet, and I sank. Now he wants it back, and I must claw my way out of the mire. I want a divorce. What? Jiangye cheated? Huh? Isn't he on a business trip? I laughed softly. Yes, with his mistress. Early in the morning, my 3 sentences slammed Jiang Yuan straight into shock. Hold on, let me sort this out. You're saying Jiangye cheated, and his so-called business trip is actually a getaway with his mistress? How do you know? I tossed her my phone. On the screen was Tao Ming's fresh post. Jiangye pulling one suitcase with one hand and holding her hand with the other. She'd captioned it giddily, running away together. I'd added her on a whim and never thought she'd accept. Whether she realized whose request it was didn't matter. I told Jiang Yuan, Jiangye will be gone 3 days. When he gets back, can I have the divorce papers? Jiang Yuan's face darkened. I'll draft them myself. I nodded. Don't breathe a word to Zhou-Yichin. Jiang Yuan is Zhou-Yichin's wife. Rumor says their road together was rough. I'd met her only because of Jiangye, yet somehow we'd become close. Fate is odd. Some people feel like strangers after a lifetime. Others feel like old friends at first sight. I know. Don't worry. Actually, Jiang Yuan hesitated, then shook her head. Nothing. We'll talk later. How are you holding up? Want me to stay with you? I refused, gave a wry smile. Sighed. My flight's at 10. I've got a business trip too. That's adulthood. Heartbreak still has to wait for your calendar. I handed Jiang Yuan everything I'd saved. Photos from Jiangye's phone, the dashcam backup, even a list of our joint assets. The only small mercy, no children yet. Jiang Yuan worked fast. The afternoon I flew home. The draft was ready. Even though he's the guilty party, forcing him to leave with nothing is impossible. But I'll fight for every cent you deserve, she said. I started to speak. She cut me off. Don't say you don't want it. He cheated, he pays. Including every yuan he gave that girl. Mistakes have costs. I hugged her lightly. I'll take it. Thank you, Jiang Yuan. She patted my back. It's just a divorce. I'm here. That night she stayed. We drank glass after glass, talking about the past, the future, wishes, regrets, until we both passed out on the carpet. Next morning the alarm dragged me up. I'd taken leave, put on light makeup. No matter the state, I had to go out. I was going to see Jiangye, thanks to Tao Ming's oversharing. I had their 3-day itinerary in real time. They rode roller coasters, soaked in hot springs, went bungee jumping, everything I'd never done with Jiangye. He loves adrenaline. I can't stomach it. He'd begged me to do a tandem bungee, even wanted wedding photos mid-air, but I'd stepped onto the platform and never jumped. He'd said it was okay, but I knew he was disappointed. Looking back, Jiangye and I were mismatched in so many ways. Back then we swore love could conquer anything. Now it's clear someone lied. When Jiangye appeared he was wearing sunglasses. Face blank, Tao Ming clung to his arm, chattering nonstop. Light steps, bright smile, sweet and pretty. Next time we'll go again, okay? For your birthday, our first together, Jiangye. I lifted a hand and called out. Tao Ming didn't hear. She kept talking. Jiangye stopped dead, shoved her away and spun toward me. For a second I thought I'd turned into a monster. Tao Ming flustered, wanting to cling yet not daring. She looked pitiable. Jiangye quickly composed himself. Go, he told her. She jerked her head up, mouth drooping, eyes brimming, unwilling to leave. So I played the nice elder. Come along. Hard to get a ride out here. Jiangye's brows knitted. Still not leaving? Tao Ming shrank back. My own face cooled. I said get in. Funny thing, most people would bolt in this situation, but Tao Ming actually climbed into the back seat. I took the driver's seat. Jiangye had reached for the passenger door, but I blocked him. Things on the seat, sit in back. Can't leave the girl alone. He stared at me. I stormy, gave a cold laugh, slammed the door and slid in behind me. The air inside was suffocating. I broke it. Miss Tao, Jiangye and I have business. You can ride with us or I'll drop you at school first. Cued suddenly. She faltered. Jiangye barked. What exactly do you want? Via the rearview mirror I met his glare. Impatience barely leashed, rage bubbling. I felt a vicious thrill, and my smile widened. Miss Tao, what's your major? German. I lifted a brow. Same as me. I have a classmate teaching at your school. Do you know Professor underscore underscore underscore? She blanched. She's my advisor. I laughed out loud. Small world. At the campus gate, Tao Ming scurried out without a backward glance. I asked Jiangye, where's the flat you rented nearby? Let's go up and talk. His gaze pinned me. He bit out each word. What do you want? I wiped the smile off my face. Whole ride here, just to disgust you. Now let's talk divorce. We never made it to the flat. In the car, Jiangye lit a cigarette and went mute. From the moment I said divorce, he hadn't spoken. I stayed silent too. All that deliberate disgust had left me oddly flat. I'd sullied myself as much as him. I took out a cigarette of my own and lit it. How long? His voice was hoarse. What? How long have you been smoking again? I'm 5 years older. When he was still in college, I was already working, stressed, and had picked up the habit. Jiangye forced me to quit. It's bad for you. Here, I'll buy you candy instead. If that doesn't work, hit me, just don't smoke. And I did quit. Hadn't touched one in 7 or 8 years. This relapse started the morning after he spent the night with Tao Ming. As I spoke, Jiangye's hand shook. The burning tip of his cigarette fell onto the leather seat, leaving a scorched hole. He tried to brush it away, over and over, harder each time, until control snapped and he kicked the door with a savage fuck. I can't fix this, and you won't forgive me, right? Right. He gave a bitter laugh, held out his hand. Let me see. He didn't read the terms, just flipped to the last page and signed. I won't come back home. I'll pick up my stuff when I can. With that he climbed out, propped the door open, and phoned someone. Come out tonight. Not staying at school. Meet me at the gate. He shot me a smirk. When you're ready for the civil affairs office, text me. Do you know that feeling when your punch lands on cotton? Helpless. Stifling? He did it on purpose. I tossed back the rest of my drink. I knew. Maybe at first I hadn't, but by now the taste was clear. Jiangye has always been arrogance personified. I'm not wrong. And if I am, what can you do about it? I'd foreseen every reaction. Still, his His indifference stung. I thought I'd at least get an apology. We always hope the guilty will repent, as if only then can our wounds heal. Otherwise we choke on resentment. 10 years of his life, 10 of mine. He dragged me in with honeyed love, then carved me raw when love left. He owes me one sorry. The backlash of rage and grief nearly broke me. I took 2 days off, shut myself in, cried, cursed, collapsed, then cooled down because my boss called. A contract needed data revised. I opened my laptop and worked. 2 hours later the new version was sent. Director Zhang's coming Wednesday, come with me. Okay. When the laptop closed I sat on the sofa, suddenly adrift. Was it really that devastating? Jiangye was my choice, no coercion, no threats. So whatever followed, profit or loss, was mine to own. I could afford the bet. I must afford the loss. So, Suhe, can't you lose? Yes, I can. For days after I signed the divorce papers I called Jiangye. He picked up slowly, voice flat. What is it? Tomorrow, are you free? Let's go to the Civil Affairs Bureau. A pause. On a trip. We'll talk when I'm back. How many days? Not sure. Jiangye. I hardened my tone. I need a date. Give me one. I told you uncertain. The papers are signed. Scared I'll run? 2 days. I said. Show up the day after tomorrow and I'll leave you a sliver of dignity. Otherwise every relative and friend hears how you cheated. The line went dead. I could picture him hurling the phone. I didn't care if he was truly busy or just stalling. I only cared about my timeline. Yet to my surprise, the next evening Jiangye showed up at my door. What are you doing here? I need to ask you something. What? He gave a short mocking laugh. So now I don't even rate walking through the door. His sarcasm made me frown. Spit it out. His face darkened. Suhe, you've gone too far. Whatever happened between us, you shouldn't have targeted a kid. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. His eyes were icy. Dare to say Tao Meng losing her scholarship has nothing to do with you? Tao Meng? Who's that? A deep voice sounded behind me. Jiangye, startled. Bro. Jiang Heng stepped out slowly, expressionless. Who is Tao Meng? Jiangye's gaze darted between us. What are you doing here? I asked you who is Tao Meng. None of your business. Talk, or I'll find out myself. Jiangye's mouth clamped shut, stubbornly silent. My head hurt. I'll write you inside. I'll handle this. Jiang Heng started to protest. I cut him off. This is between Jiangye and me. Stay out of it. After a long standoff, Jiang Heng finally stepped back into the room. I looked at Jiangye and slowly exhaled. I don't know anything about Tao Meng. Use your brain. If I really wanted to ruin her, the photos of your affair and the proof that you kept her would have gotten her expelled already. Jiangye, I only want a divorce. I don't want to make trouble. You cheating? Supporting someone? Divorce. Jiang Heng's voice cut in, incredulous. You cheated? You two are getting divorced. I gave Jiang Heng a speechless glance. Could you stop eavesdropping? He ignored me, eyes fixed on Jiangye, and barked. Talk. This is between her and me. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. The moment the words left Jiangye's mouth, Jiang Heng smashed a fist into his face. You bastard. Jiangye has never been the type to take a beating, even when he's in the wrong, and he swung back, watching the two of them grapple. I shut the door without expression. Later, when they stopped, or when they left, I never found out. The next morning I reached the Civil Affairs office at 8 sharp, took a number, and waited. About 10 minutes later Jiangye appeared. Without a word he sat beside me, bruises on his face, spirit broken. Soon our number was called. I stood. Jiangye suddenly grabbed my wrist. His voice was hoarse. That day I lied. I didn't go to her. I'd already ended it. When she rang to say her scholarship had been revoked, I knew it wasn't you, but I was suddenly relieved to have an excuse to see you. I never wanted a divorce, never. His voice dropped lower, cracking. I've never handled Jiangye's tears well. I'd agreed to be with him back then because his eyes had once gone red for me, but now, Jiangye, your crying makes me a little sick. His grip tightened. After a moment of stunned silence he asked, what did you say? I pulled free, tore up the slip of paper in my hand, and took a new number. From the moment everything blew up until now, we'd never sat down to talk. You never asked how I found out, or what I discovered. Let's walk through it step by step. Half a year ago our sex life began to sour. You grew sullen, got drunk, and met Tao Meng. Maybe because she looks 3 parts like me, maybe because she's younger, livelier. You couldn't resist and you cheated. Cheating is wrong, so you looked for excuses on my side. You said once I passed 30 I seemed dirty to you, because of the fine lines, the body no longer firm. You said I was a wilted flower that stank from a distance. Jiangye, when you used those vicious words on me, do you know how disgusting you looked in my eyes? I started to doubt myself. How blind had I been to step in dog shit? And the dog shit clung to my shoe while complaining my shoe smelled. My merciless words shredded the last shred of decency between us. The divorce went smoothly, no wrangling, no quarrels. The staff reminded us to come back in a month for the final certificate. I nodded. Jiangye was already walking away. I called after him. When will you clear out your things? Without turning, he answered, throw them. Of course, nothing was actually tossed. In the end, Jiang Heng packed everything up, then cooked a meal and opened a bottle of wine. One drink. I didn't refuse. Jiang Heng drank fast, one glass down. He tugged the corner of his mouth and said, back then I had no idea Jiang Yi had feelings for you. If I had, I laughed quietly. And if you had what? Cut off our misfortune at the root? Regret like that is useless. Both families had opposed us. I still remember what Jiang Yi once said. I don't know if I'll regret being with her in the future, but I know for sure I'll regret it if I don't. Did that line make you choose him? Jiang Heng asked. I shook my head. No. At the time, I felt the same. Chin in hand, I swirled the wine. Funny, the 20-something me was braver. Back then I dared to plan a lifetime with a boy 5 years younger. Now I'm not sure I'll ever dare start again. Suhe. Jiang Heng's gaze was complicated. Guilt, heartache. Something I couldn't read. I gave him a relieved smile. Don't worry about me. I just figured it out. Love arrives in a blaze and leaves like a wildfire. What others give you never lasts. But it's fine. People die of illness, of poverty, but no one ever dies from lack of love. Maybe I was a little drunk, and because the man across from me was an old friend, I rambled on. Jiang Heng listened in silence, never interrupting. The next morning I woke to find him gone and a note on the pillow. He had a plane to catch. Wouldn't wait. He'd met a nice girl. After he flew back, he planned to be with her. Take care, Suhe. The distraction of divorce was quickly swallowed by work. Busyness left no room for self-pity, and that soothed me more than anything. I hadn't thought of Jiang Yi in ages, until Zhou Yiqing rang. Sister Suhe, I know I shouldn't call, but Jiang Yi has been hospitalized twice for alcohol poisoning in half a month. We can't stop him, only you might get through. Sister Suhe, Jiang Yi knows he was wrong. Zhou hadn't really expected me to show up, so when I walked into the ward he gawked and jumped up, offering me his chair. You two talk, I'll step out for a smoke. I shot him a look. Still smoking? Doesn't Jiang Yuan have a baby on the way? Zhou froze, lifted a hand, and left without a word. I turned back. Jiang Yi was staring. When our eyes met he quickly looked away. Jiang Yi, I began. He cut in urgently. My arm hurts, my left arm. Every time it rains. That year we didn't see each other for 6 months. I told you my dad had grounded me. Truth is I was in hospital, he broke my arm. I never told you. I didn't want you to worry. Then why tell me now? He looked up cautiously. I tugged the corner of my mouth. Saying it now is poor timing. If you'd told me then, I'd have felt heartbroken for you. Felt you'd sacrificed for us. But now, Jiang Yi, that was your choice. A sacrifice you made to be with the person you loved. Good or bad, you bear it. Just like me, the man I chose cheated. Good or bad, I bear it. The hope in Jiang Ye's eyes dimmed. He turned his face away. If you won't even give me a single chance, why come? I lowered my gaze. To tell you, don't drink yourself to death. And don't delay my divorce certificate in 2 weeks. Jiang Yi, I want an ex-husband, not a widower. Do you hate me that much? He rasped. I walked out without looking back. If the roles were reversed, I'd probably want him dead. Zhou Yiqing massaged his temples. I dragged you here. Couldn't you set your pride aside and speak nicely? Jiang Ye's face was stone. Don't interfere. If I die tomorrow, don't call her again. Zhou sighed. Tomorrow? There won't be a tomorrow. If you really want her back, why throw a tantrum? Jiang Yi stared out the window and said nothing. He'd meant to speak gently, to bow his head, but in front of Suhe he felt irrationally wronged, even though he was the one at fault. He half expected Suhe to forgive him unconditionally. Panic gnawed at him. From the moment he saw her at the airport he'd been frantic, desperate to act, yet convinced nothing would help. Suhe would never forgive him. Cheating with Tao Meng had been wrong. To cover it he'd lashed out with vicious words the instant Zhou exposed him. Then he'd warned Zhou never to repeat them. Terrified Suhe would hear. Shame kept him from facing her. He knew this wrecked relationship deserved to be scrapped, yet terror overwhelmed him. Tao Meng came to him more than once, weeping that Suhe was bullying her. I got a court summons demanding I return the money you gave me. That was your gift. What right does she have? Jiang Yi, she claimed, was letting Suhe walk all over her. Jiang Yi almost laughed. Suhe had always been vindictive. Cross her and she'd remember. If Tao Meng hadn't falsely accused her, Suhe might never have thought to claw the money back at all. And if Suhe truly wanted to destroy Tao Meng, she could have her expelled. Tao Meng still wanted to be with Jiang Yi. She assumed that once he divorced, she'd naturally take the wife's seat. She didn't realize Jiang Yi could end up with anyone except her. She was living proof of his squalid past. Like the affair itself, she was a stain no one keeps close. The money was long spent. Jiang Yi paid the shortfall himself and told Tao Meng never to come near him again, or he'd collect the debt. Tao Ming stormed off, slapping him and calling him a hypocrite. Jiangye took both the slap and the insult. After discharge, he buried himself in work, numbing the pain, until the day of reckoning arrived. He didn't stall, didn't protest, simply followed Suhe to collect the divorce certificate. Suhe looked radiant, as confident as ever. Watching her walk away, she suddenly turned back. Jiangye, say you're sorry. His hands in his pockets trembled. He opened his mouth, but the 3 words stuck. Disappointment flashed across Suhe's face. She turned to leave. Jiangye lurched forward. Suhe, I'm sorry. She paused, lifted a hand in farewell, and strode away, her silhouette lighter than ever.